There are more than 420 bills remaining on Governor J.B. Pritzker's desk as he enacts several this week. We talked yesterday about 49 of them he signed. We'll touch back on one of those, dealing with what types of shotgun shells you can use as a turkey hunter. But yesterday, the governor signing the medical debt forgiveness bill into law. And this is a measure that he talked about back in February during the budget address, saying that he wants to use $10 million of state taxpayer funds to work with a nonprofit to then go out and pay off $1 billion of medical debt. So essentially they're saying they can pay off $1 billion of medical debt with $10 million of state tax money. Governor Pritzker talked about this several months ago at a news conference and the importance, he said, of alleviating medical debt for individuals in the state of Illinois.
As many of you know, healthcare debt is a uniquely American issue. We want the best and safest options. We want a fair shot at a healthy life. But after the care ends for that circumstance, many walk away with unexpected pain. Not only the emotional and physical toll of the crisis that they've been through, but a serious financial toll, too. Too many patients leave hospitals with their credit ruined or at risk of bankruptcy in the ensuing months, often through no fault of their own. And here in Illinois, 14% of our population has medical debt in default. On top of that, we see significant racial disparities, with nearly 20% of communities of color in Illinois experiencing extreme medical debt. It's preventing individuals and families from attaining financial stability, and research shows it's also having day-to-day impacts for all the affected individuals, like emotional distress and difficulty meeting basic needs.
But there was a recent study that questioned that. And the reporting that we did several months ago about this, that research study said that there wasn't really much of a noticeable impact in credit scores or mental health of those who had medical debt relief. And when I chatted with State Representative Dan Calkins, back in the Capitol, I believe this is back in April, he highlighted the concerns there are that this isn't really going to provide the amount of relief that the governor and other supporters of this idea have.
The research is factual. The governor is trying to pander. I know he's still interested in a political career outside of Illinois, and this is just another one of those Democrat talking points. We'll forgive everybody's debt if you vote for me. It's not going to work. This isn't the right answer. And you're correct. It does not solve your credit problems, nor does it really address the mental health issues that we have.
So again, Calkins being asked about that a couple of months ago. Even the governor, when he was talking about alleviating medical debt, was asked about that study, questioning the benefits of alleviating medical debt.
First of all, that study was done, as you know, in 2018, 2019, 2020. And a lot has changed. As I mentioned earlier in my remarks, the organization Undo Medical Debt has done a lot to change their program. They started out as a startup back in 2014 and got going really more significantly in 2016. And then as the pandemic hit, there was even more opportunity and different ways in which you could alleviate medical debt for people. And so now here we are in 2024, the program has evolved even more. So I think the results of that are not indicative of, for example, the results of the research that's been done since then.
So again, the governor reacting to the recent research and seeming to downplay that. But that's a bill that he signed yesterday. Just announced it in a news release through email saying, hey, this medical debt relief has been signed. He also signed a measure that essentially says you can't use medical debt on a credit report of some kind. So those are just two of more than 400 and some odd 45 bills or so that the legislature passed. The governor's working his way through those. Earlier this week, we talked about 49 of those measures that the governor enacted. One of them I do want to get more clarity on, and our reporter Katrina Peterson delved into this deeper, and it deals with what kinds of shotgun shells you can use to hunt wild turkey. And the measure that we talked about briefly yesterday, getting some more clarity on that. And in particular, what the bill ultimately does, it expands the types of shotgun shells that hunters can use on turkeys. So Katrina connected with Josh Witowski, who is with the Outdoors organization, Illinois Federation for Outdoor Resources. And he talked about Senate Bill 2767, which ultimately expands the types of shells that could be used by turkey hunters.
It permits 410 shot to be added to the acceptable sizes of turkey shot available. And what this does is it expands hunting to those who want lower recoil. This expands the opportunities for youth hunting. It expands the opportunities for those who may be disabled, those who are elderly, those who just simply want less recoil when out hunting turkeys. It actually opens and makes hunting more accessible, and we're very much in favor of it. DNR came up with the legislative language, which any agency and any organization can come up with legislative language. They proposed it to several different outdoors groups as well as legislators, and everybody was in favor of this. So this law has now passed. It has gone through the actual lawmaking process because, well, one, this is state agency versus federal, but two.
So again, that's just some of what Josh Witowski had to say. It's actually expanding that. And, you know, while we talked about the Chevron decision's impact on this, because what it also does, the measure doesn't just expand the types of shells you can use for hunting turkey. It also allows for the Department of Natural Resources, a state agency, to craft rules to further expand or restrict or however move forward with the types of shells that can be used in turkey hunting. The Chevron decision from the U.S. Supreme Court doesn't impact this, according to Witowski.
This is something that was actually passed via legislators. Our elected officials voted to make this happen. Everybody has been in favor of it. So we're looking forward to it being signed. Well, it was signed into law yesterday. So we're looking forward to it taking effect and expanding hunting to more groups.
So again, Josh Witowski with the organization, Illinois Federation for Outdoor Resources, talking about that law expanding the types of shells that can be used for turkey hunting. So gobble, gobble. Look at that. All right, it is Illinois in Focus Daily. I'm Greg Bishop. Programming notes, we will be off in celebration of Independence Day tomorrow. So that is, of course, Thursday. We'll be back at it, though, live Friday to wrap up the week and then prepare for another week of news. And also, in mid-July, we got the Republican National Convention where we'll be on the ground reporting out as well. So like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. America's Talking Network, and you can find more at thecentersquare.com. This is Illinois in Focus Daily. I'm Greg Bishop. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell and stay up to date with what's going on in the land of Lincoln.